loose. The lead, Jimmy Butler! And Giannis was trying to call timeout.
By now, you've seen the amazing feats of Jimmy Butler, the man who's seemingly able to elevate his game every playoff season. From the 2020 NBA bubble run, where Jimmy carried an underwhelming Miami Heat team to within 2 games of winning the championship against LeBron James and his mighty Los Angeles Lakers, to this magical 2023 run where he's leading the Miami Heat as the underdog 8th seed. You see the true grit and determination of playoff Jimmy.
It's loose. The lead, Jimmy Butler!
In this video, we're going to take a look at the incredible story of Jimmy Butler, the man who went from a homeless teenager to one of the greatest playoff performers the NBA has ever seen. Jimmy Butler's dominance against some of the best NBA teams today can be attributed to how tough he had to be growing up and all of the doubters he had to face along the way. No matter what team he's playing for, that squad has a chance to win every single night.
11 total blocks tonight, and oh my goodness, Jimmy Butler! Are you?
It all started when he was born on September 14th, 1989 in Houston, Texas. Little is known about Jimmy's father, Jimmy Butler II, as he abandoned Jimmy and his mother, Londa Butler, at a young age. Ever since then, though, Jimmy's always had to prove himself when others didn't believe in him. At just 13 years old, even his own mother did not give him a chance. She kicked him out of the family house, and Jimmy bounced from home to home. As you can probably guess, this early turmoil in his childhood only made him stronger and more resilient, setting the stage for his future success. Although he always had a passion for the game, basketball didn't always come easy for Jimmy. As a high school junior, he only averaged 10 points per game. However, with his drive and determination, he was able to improve his numbers to 19.9 points per game and 8.7 rebounds in his senior year. Even with this improvement, scouts still doubted his game. He was ranked a lowly 1253 in his recruiting class by 24/7 Sports. As a result, he didn't receive any Division I scholarships and had to start his college ball career at Tyler Junior College. After averaging an impressive 18 points per game at Tyler, Division I Marquette's head coach Buzz Williams finally gave Jimmy a chance. In his 3 seasons at Marquette, Jimmy was able to improve his game and eventually became the last pick of the first round for the Chicago Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls select Jimmy Butler from Marquette University.
Early on in his career, Jimmy did not get many chances as he played on a very good Bulls team. In his first 2 seasons, Jimmy came off the bench. Under hard-nosed coach Tom Thibodeau, who praised players for their two-way play, Jimmy continued to perfect his craft. He finally caught a break in his 3rd season as starting small forward Luol Deng was dealt to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jimmy started for the rest of the season and vowed to work extra hard that summer.
3:38. Want to keep the pedal down there. Jimmy! Oh, go get it, the Butler.
In the following year, Jimmy won the Most Improved Player and made the All-Star team. In his own words, he credited his success that year to his work ethic. "I wasn't always a really good player," Butler said. "I just worked harder than everybody. I just played harder than everybody."
I just want to continue to improve because I think there's so much that I can get better at, and I just want to help my team win. I just want to get another trophy, and I want to win that championship.
After his newfound stardom in the NBA, he was also selected to play for Team USA in the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. Talk about hard work paying off. Jimmy went from homeless to representing his country in just 8 years. It was at this tournament that the world saw another side of Jimmy. His Team USA teammates soon realized how fun a winning Jimmy Butler could actually be.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
With the key two-way contribution from Jimmy, Team USA once again took home the gold. A few years removed from his Olympic success, the Bulls decided to rebuild. He was eventually moved to the Minnesota Timberwolves to lead the young squad into the postseason. In his 1 full season in Minnie, he led the Wolves to a postseason berth before being ousted by that year's MVP, James Harden, in the 1st round.
T-Wolves looking to tie it. Here's Butler for 3. Comes up short. Wiggins to the...
In the following season, amidst his contract negotiations, the Timberwolves had a tough choice to make. Invest in the up-and-coming phenom Karl Anthony Towns, or stick with the proven superstar Jimmy Butler. But the general consensus was to go with the young blood, leaving Jimmy feeling like he got the short end of the stick, and boy, did he let them know it. Jimmy channeled all of his frustration into the now infamous scrimmage, where he took on the starters of the Timberwolves with a G League squad. And let me tell you, it was a bloodbath.
Jimmy said, "I ain't playing with them." Jimmy said, "I'm playing with them." He picked the Bad News Bears. "Come on, cat, post his little ass up, man. He can't guard you, blah, blah, blah." Jimmy like, "Fuck out of here." Jimmy started talking to the GM, everybody in the gym. "Y'all better mother effing pay me. I'm like that." Man, Jimmy going crazy. "Y'all think that team can win without me? I'm him. Pay me."
That you told GM Scott Layton, quote, "You effing need me." How would you describe what happened today?
A lot of it's true.
Jimmy handed Cat and the rest of the starters an epic beatdown. showing everyone what they were missing out on. But even though he proved this point, the damage was done, and the Timberwolves had to say goodbye to their star player. Subsequently, the Wolves moved Jimmy to the Philadelphia 76ers, who became an immediate title contender. Jimmy and Joel Embiid led the Sixers to the conference semifinals, where their season was ended by a heart-stopping Game 7 buzzer beater at the hands of Kawhi Leonard and the eventual champions Toronto Raptors. Like his past experiences, Jimmy was once again snubbed, this time by the 76ers that offseason, who foolishly chose to keep Tobias Harris over the clearly superior Jimmy.
Tobias Harris over me?
Our hero was undeterred and found a new home in Miami, with a young and hungry team that embraced his leadership and work ethic. In his first full season with the Heat, Jimmy Bucket showed the world what he was made of, carrying a starless Miami team all the way to the NBA Finals against none other than LeBron James and the mighty Los Angeles Lakers in the COVID bubble.
Gift Jimmy Butler the three if that's what he wants.
Drives on Howard, gets inside, count it, and one. Butler goes right at Howard, draws the foul.
And although they lost in 6 games, Jimmy came up clutch that postseason, earning the nickname Playoff Jimmy. The NBA bubble also brought out another side of Playoff Jimmy. When he wasn't working hard on the court, he was working hard off of it. Faced with being stuck at Disney World, Jimmy started Big Face Coffee and began selling $20 coffee to his peers.
After my career, I'm opening my coffee shop. Right now, I'm charging $20 a cup, so if you want some, come through.
Fast forward 3 seasons later, Jimmy's back at it again, this time averaging a playoff career high of 33.5 points per game. Losing star teammate Tyler Hero to a broken hand in the first game of the first round, Jimmy somehow put the Heat on his back and carried them past Giannis and the Bucks.
All forward, and this year, that power forward, there's Jimmy Butler again.
Time and time again in his life, Playoff Jimmy's proved his doubters wrong. Never given a legitimate shot, Jimmy's made a path for himself through hard work, dedication, and the right mindset. So whether or not you're a Miami Heat fan, Playoff Jimmy should have earned your respect. And when Jimmy Butler finally does win a championship, trust me, you're gonna be a fan.